Hello there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we're having a look at your July 2024 money and career energies. We're going to see what's coming out here for you guys. So first off, of course, the big one is Saturn just turned retrograde in your sign. Okay, so Saturn, of course, likes to teach us things. It's the planet that gets us down to business, gets us down to earth a little bit. So out of some dreamy energy into some practical energy to set some goals and to stick with them, hopefully. In retrograde, though, this can be where you're recognizing something that you've learned, which is not necessarily a bad thing. This can also show that maybe it's a time to take a bit of a break, take a bit of a rest. And of course, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we're in summer season, right? So this can be an indicator that you've been working really hard to achieve something, and now you need a little bit of time off, even if it's just for a day or a couple of days. Doesn't have to be anything expensive for you. Saturn also wants you to be wise with your money. Make sure you get some return on your investment. So when you are retrograde energy in your signs, is all about practical steps to achieve your goals, your dreams, your vision, turn something into reality. But retrograde is taking a step back, right? Reassess, refocus, rethink, regroup, renew, refresh, all of the words that come out there. So that's the big one. July, we do have some up and down energy, of course. Just a couple of the highlights for you. Right in the middle of the month, we do have a Mars conjunction with Uranus and Taurus. So for some people, this is going to give you some financial freedom, maybe give you an extra powerful oomph to make something happen with your money. This can reignite some passion and maybe give you a little bit of motivation. However, it is a very tricky energy. It's a big boom, right? Right in the middle of the month. So this can be where you have to fight for what you want, fight for freedom with your money, or there could be some arguments that come about in regards to money, especially if you share money or resources with any particular person. There could be something going on in your workplace that can be rather challenging, right? It can just be that people are in a really bad mood. Okay. So, so kind of brace yourself a little bit for the middle of the month. It can be something wonderful and spectacular for you. But it can also be something challenging. So keep your wits about you, down to earth, keep yourself down to earth, and take a step back from any kind of drama if you can. Might not be the best day to resolve things. Okay. Yeah, though granted, again, it could free up some stuck energy that you've been having maybe. We do have a new moon in the sign of Cancer on the 5th of July, and this is really related to your house, your home, your family, and also to your money, right? Your resources. Venus is close by, so this can bring us some beauty, bring us some wonderful energy, some creative energy. Great time for new moons to start something new, set some intentions. It can be awesome. So you could be something new going on around your home. You could want to spend a little bit of money and beautify your home in some way, repaint your walls, declutter, right? New energy, get the energy flowing really good. But great time to set some new intentions specifically for where you live, what you own, the things that you value, and of course your career and your money situation. We do have a full moon in the sign of Capricorn on the 21st of July. This is a little bit more challenging energy than we had at the last full moon in Capricorn, which was in June. So 2 full moon in Capricorns in a row, a little bit unusual. And because of that, it is a blue moon. So something can happen, come out of the blue, right? We can have some surprises, some unexpected turn of events. It can be very emotional, but it is at a 29th degree, and this is a very pressurized energy, right? So this could be where you're feeling the pressure to get something started, to get something finished, to make some change, to try something new, right? It's like, oh my God, I've got to do it now or never, right? So this is kind of the feeling that we get around this particular full moon, but you could have something that does blossom for you guys as well. We have the 4 of Swords at the back of the deck. 4 of Swords is a card of meditation, connecting with your higher self, connecting with your energy, but it is also one of peace and calm, and also one of rest and relaxation. So again, some of you could be feeling that I need a break, I need a vacation, and this is, really like an underlying energy, a motivation for you, or something that you're really working towards. We have here and now coming in for you, right? And this is very 6 of Cups-ish kind of energy. Here and now is reminding you to enjoy the present moment. It's in the here, in the now, the actions that you take, the decisions that you make that propel you towards your future. Some of you might be feeling a little bit nostalgic at the time because we do have the past and we have the future, right? But, Spirit is reminding you here in this energy that we cannot change the past, right? We can't always predict the future. It's forever in motion. So focus on today. Focus on the present moment. And especially if you've got any successes or anything fun that's going on around you, it's important to be present in the moment. Don't let life pass you by. Don't let those special moments pass you by. Some really successful people out there, it's like if you had to do certain things over again, right? Because some of these people, they've had one success after the other, after the other, after the other. And if you had one thing to do over again, what would you do? And, some of these people will come back and say, I wish I had enjoyed it more. I wish that I had taken the time to savor the moment. And taking a day or a couple of days or a week to just really enjoy life, enjoy where you're at, and enjoy your success isn't going to get away in the way of any future success. But it's going to make you feel more present and more alive. So that's a big reminder for us. Also, something can be coming to fruition for you right here, right now. Okay, it can be that this is the energy of now is the time for you. Something is opening up for you. We've got an open door on that particular card. Something could potentially come back around again that can set you up in a different path or for a better tomorrow, right? So just remember here that if you are looking upon the past, and we do have retrograde energy, so that wouldn't be surprising if you are, but when we do reflect upon our past, we need to remember that we can't change the past. We can learn from it. Thank you, Saturn, right? We can learn from our past, but you could potentially have something coming back around from your past, okay? We can learn from our past mistakes. Something that we've done in our past can be coming to fruition for us now, right? But this does have the danger of being a nostalgic kind of energy or a wishful thinking for the future, right? And just remember, no point, we can wish for something better for the future, but what are we going to do today about it, right? We can reflect on the past and maybe we have some past regrets. So in the here and now, what are we going to do differently tomorrow, right? Big reminder for us. We have peace. Okay, so now you've got two energies of peace coming in here. Okay, so really pay attention to this repeating message for you. For some of you, we do have an egg on this card. Whenever we have an egg, this does represent something new opening up. We've got what looks like an egg with an open door on that, and we've got an egg here as well. So this can be like a breath of fresh air. This can be an opportunity for you to find peace. Maybe you are letting something go from your past and you're moving forward, right? But maybe you are leaving something behind so that you can move forward to something new, and you're doing it in a peaceful way, right? So let's say you're changing jobs. Right? You don't have to go out in a blaze of glory, even though maybe you want to. This is an energy of, I'm going to take the high road. I'm going to leave with peace, and I'm going to feel better about my decision and about my tomorrow. I'm not going to burn any bridges, because you just never know when someone may come back around a little bit while later, right? So always a good idea. The world is big, but it's also very small, right? So just remember that. You never know who you're going to bump into down the road. But there is an energy of peace coming in here, peace and calm and serenity, which is a beautiful thing. Okay, you could have something that comes in for you, maybe some money or some financial relief, and this brings you a sense of peace. Or maybe you're at peace with the decisions that you're making and you're trusting in the universe. All right, but funnily enough, not only do we've got the Four of Swords bringing peace, R&R, but we also have both these cards. The here and now is card 32. Peace is card 23. So if you're into numerology at all, this is quite significant. 3223. Okay, you might want to look up the deeper meaning of those numbers. Threes are about creation, about fertility, about growth, about finding resources that you need. They're also about beauty. It's the number of the Empress card, and it is the number of Venus, right? So we do have, especially at that new moon in Cancer on July 5th, we do have Venus very close by. So you could be finding the resources that you need, or again, beautifying your environment in some way, or maybe you're getting really creative. And remember, creation is the basis of manifestation, right? Without the power and the ability to create, we're not going to manifest something. something, right? So it's this very creative kind of energy. It's also an energy of teamwork and collaboration, people helping people, partnering up with the right people as well. Twos are about decisions, right? Obviously, so you might have some important decisions to make, but twos are also about balance, harmony, equality as well. This can also be a duality energy. Choices can be yours. So maybe you've got a couple of different options opening up for you, a couple of different avenues you may want to take, right? So remember, in the here and the now, just stop in your present moment and kind of reflect a little bit and kind of tap into your energy and what do I really want? But when we put the 3 and 2 together, we get 5. So we do have 5, 5. Fives, yes, obstacles and challenges, but fives can also represent exciting opportunities for change. And we do have some beautiful energies coming in here for you as well. So, maybe there is some wonderful changes in the wind for you guys. You might need to make a decision. We have chop wood, and this is in the reverse. Okay, so out of this particular deck, the chop wood card in the reverse is the protection position. And it's super interesting that this should come up for you because normally chop wood in the upright is, taking practical steps, doing things day to day, getting things done, making a plan, seeing something through, right? And being grounded in everyday actions, right? When it's in the reverse, it's in your protection position. So it's kind of like a retrograde energy a little bit, right? But this is Spirit saying to you here in this message, are you living out your dreams in your head? Is there something that you want to create? Are you actually taking practical steps and taking initiative to turn your vision, your goals, your dreams into reality? Or are you just living out a fantasy in your mind? Now is the time to get to work. Now is the time you can make something happen to yourself. Take those little baby steps each and every day, right? Quite often the small things that we do add up into big things, right? We don't always have to do anything big and grandiose, right? It's the little things that can get us to where we want to go. So get off of the couch and get into action, okay? Reflect, sure, on what it is that you want, but if you've got some sort of vision playing out in your head, right, you're dreaming about something, time to get out of that dreamer energy and into reality. Thank you, Saturn, in your sign. All right. We've got the energy activating for you, or active for you right now, and this is the 8 of Swords. What are you afraid of? What's holding you back? Where do you feel restricted or stuck in your life? Where do you feel restricted or stuck in your mind? The 8 of Swords is a restrictive energy, but quite often by our own doing. This is where we do get wrapped up in fear. This is where we do get confused and we're not sure where to go. So we can talk ourselves out of something quite often easier than we can talk ourselves into something. But the 8 of Swords reminds you that we do need to get out of our head and into our heart. You could be overthinking, overanalyzing something. There could also be something that you are building up in your mind that you're like, sometimes if we have to have an important conversation or we need to make a decision, or we need to embrace an opportunity, whatever it happens to be, sometimes what happens is, we think the worst, right? We're like, well, if I try this thing, well, what if I fail? Well, okay, but that's a valid fear of failure, right? But what if you don't fail? What if you succeed? What if you get everything that you want? Even if all that you want is to resolve an issue with money with a significant other. Even if all you want is just that little raise that was promised to you 6 months ago or a year ago. All you want is balance and fairness and equality with, people who are working in your current workplace. You've been there 5 years and now the new people that are being hired for more money than you only because you haven't changed jobs, right? If you don't have that conversation with your boss or HR, or if you're not ready to make some moves and do something about your situation, we're going to forever be stuck. Right? So don't talk yourself out of something that you really want, that you desire, or something that you ultimately do have the power to change. Sometimes a no can be our most powerful motivator. Sometimes rejection can ignite a passion within us, right? So out of your head, don't talk yourself out of something. You have the power to release yourself and set yourself free. Because ultimately you are the magician. The magician is activating for you in the month of July. Your power, your incredible focus to create what you want, to find the resources that you need to get something off the ground, to better your situation, or to find that thing of your dreams, right? You know, whatever you're dreaming about, whatever you've got your vision on, whatever you want to create in your life, whatever you want to improve, whatever you want to change, that power lies within you. And the Magician does bring about an energy of manifestation. And we've already touched on that a little bit. So your power to manifest things into your life is very much on point. Right? And in the Magician energy activating for you in July, this is like you stepping into your own personal power, right? This can be where you see the results of the things that you've been manifesting, the things you've been attracting into your life. But this is ultimately remembering that the power lies within you. You've got a focus, you've got a goal, you've got a vision. There's something that you want, something that you want to do, and this is you doing it, right? You're not sitting back on the armchair couch anymore, right? You're not sitting on this island surrounded by swords, which ultimately you have the power to break away from anyway, right? You are embracing your personal power. And so remember that the power to create is yours. You might need to be resourceful. You might need to be a little bit inventive, right? But ultimately, the Magician does bring you in a laser focus and brings you in your ability to find what you want or to do the thing that you desire. We have the Nine of Pentacles. This is the energy benefiting you the most. The blessings headed your way. And the Nine of Pentacles is awesome. The Nine of Pentacles is an energy of success and abundance and prosperity in your life. This is when we're taming our anxieties, all right? We're finding peace within, and we see we've got this bird, right? Normally, a traditional Rider-Waite, we've got a golden bird, like a bird of prey or something like that. I forget which one it actually is, but it's golden, right? And she's holding it in her hand. And that represents, you know, birds in some divination and some cartomancy can represent some messages and things, but it can also represent some anxiety, right? You know, birds are always busy. They're always stressing out, trying to find things, building a nest and finding food and all this kind of stuff. So birds can represent sometimes some anxiety or stress, right? But in this energy, we're taming our fears, we're taming our anxiety, we're taming our stress, and we're finding peace and calm within. We're finding that we feel good, we feel successful, we are embracing our personal strength and power, and we're achieving our goals, right? So a huge difference between the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. So this is what we're kissing goodbye, right? This might be here and prevalent somewhere right now, this feeling of being restricted in some way, right? Or feeling that, oh, nothing's happening, right? But no, we're breaking free out of that. But the Nine of Pentacles can certainly represent some success or feeling successful. This can represent some personal achievement for you. And it could, because it's the Nine of Pentacles, could very well come with some sort of financial reward in your world. So, you know, if you need to have that conversation with your boss about all these new people coming in making more money than you, even though you're training these people in everything that you know, right? You're like, no, there's something's got to change up here, right? So if your boss says no to you, maybe that's the motivation you need to go find something new. But maybe your boss says yes, and oh my God, I never even thought about that, because not all bosses are intelligent, right? They might be smart in what they do, but they're not always, how should I say, not really intelligent. They're not always aware, right? Not every boss, not every company will go back to HR and go, can we just look at the salaries across the board? I want to make sure everyone's getting paid what they're worth. Right? How often does that happen? Not very often, right? But that could potentially happen, right? Or you go and ask your boss, and the next thing you know, you get what you want. The Nine of Pentacles, this can show that you're getting what you want, or there's something that has blossomed in your life. But it is also an energy of you taking care of you, right? This is where it's like, okay, all my needs, all my basic needs are met. I've got like maybe a little bit of money or a little bit of time left over. I'm going to do something nice for myself, because this is one where we spend a little bit of money on ourselves. And so whether you maybe take that little bit of a vacation, maybe you feel like, okay, you know what? I think I can afford to take a day off. I really need the R&R. This is what you do for yourself, right? So you could be rewarding yourself in some way, but you could also be getting some rewards. This is an awesome, awesome energy with that Nine of Pentacles, right? There's two really awesome nines in the deck, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and they're both incredible. So you got one of them. Knight of Swords is your advice from Spirit. Think clearly what it is that you want. Be direct and forward in your communication. Speak your truth, speak your mind, and make something happen. The Knight of Swords can also indicate that there might be some good news coming in. There might be some opportunities coming in, and you need to act. All right. The Knight of Swords does create a little bit of a sense of urgency. It's very much a go-getter kind of energy, and it is one of quick thinking, decision making, right? The Knight of Swords, very speedy, very fast energy. So there may be something that is happening in your world in your month ahead where you're going to have to be quick and think on your feet, right? And, trust yourself to make the right decision. But there could be this once in a lifetime opportunity, or you could be feeling that, oh my God, I know what I want. Now I've got to put something into motion. The Knight of Swords, very much on a quest, right? And put something into motion for yourself. So take action on something. We're not going to sit there stuck in the Eight of Swords. No, sorry, Bob. We're going to be active. We're going to be making decisions. We're going to be having conversations, and we're going to be ultimately thinking positive, right? So if you don't get what you want, or if things aren't going your way, the Knight of Swords says, okay, how do we get past that? How do we move forward? Always moving forward is the Knight of Swords. And, so this can be where, you might need to take something in another direction in order to get what you want. All right. But ultimately, Knight of Swords is quite often a messenger. So you could be getting some sort of news message, some information may come your way, and then you will need to act upon it. We have the Six of Cups as your overall outcome. I love that this has come out. And why? Because we're in the here and now. We're in the present moment. We're enjoying our day. We're embracing our inner child. We're taking stock of our life situation, and we're taking a minute to smell the roses, right? Wonderful energy there with that Six of Cups. Six of Cups can also be a gift, an offer, something coming your way, a kind gesture of some kind, right? And so this is like, something that gives you the warm and fuzzies. So this can be really awesome. So you could be getting some sort of gift in here for you, or maybe even just a little bit of a helping hand. You could be spending some time with your children if that's in the cards for you. The Six of Cups is also where something may come back around for you, right? So you might get a second chance at something, or you may be giving something a second thought, right? But in a positive way, like not second thought as in, oh my God, I've made a mistake. Second thought as in, I used to want to do this thing and I never did because someone told me I couldn't. I wonder what happens if I give it another try, right? So you could be reviving something. There's your retrograde, right? You could be reviving something in your life. But the Six of Cups, yes, something from your past could come back around again. You could have another opportunity at something. You could bump into somebody that you used to know, that you used to work with, and maybe they have some sort of offer or opportunity for you. And why? Because maybe in embracing peace, previous companies that you have left, or previous friendships that maybe you drifted away from, you haven't gone out in a blaze of glory. You've taken that high road. You've taken the peaceful approach, and you haven't burned those bridges because you just know that the world is small, and sometimes you'll bump into someone again and you just never know. They might be in a position where you can kind of leapfrog off of them a little bit and better your own situation. So this can be that somebody that just might be in a position that they can offer you something. And this can be something with financial reward or career advancement. So this can be really nice for you. But ultimately, it's a nice energy with the Six of Cups. It is enjoying life, enjoying the moment, having fun, right? And perhaps even getting something that you really want, or just feeling this sense of, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Be grateful for all that you have, one of the keys to manifestation and attracting what you want. When you're grateful for the things you have, not only will you see those things increase, but you will open the floodgates to everything you want and a life of true contentment and happiness. Take that to the bank. And positivity and kindness are all you need. The path to your best life ever is actually so very easy. Positive thoughts, positive words, and act of kindness. That's it. You're not burning bridges, right? We'll leave that there for you, Pisces. I hope there was something here for you. If there was, please like, share, subscribe, all of that wonderful stuff. I thank you guys for watching. Drop a heart in the comments down below as well. I'll heart you back. We'll connect all of our beautiful, wonderful, warm energy there and really raise everyone's vibe. So I thank you guys. Hope you have a great month ahead, and I'll see you later. Bye.